Oi, oi, oi. All right. Welcome back to the ADHD podcast. Today we are rating some pop artists. Are they which ones are worth listening to? But before we get into it, let's roll the theme song. Here we go. All right. We are back at it today. We have with us one of my friends from Alabama. This is John Carter. Do you want to just tell a little bit about yourself and just you can talk?
Yeah.
And just let them know.
All right. My name's John. I am from Alabama. I am a musician, not full time, but I have done a lot of musician work in my life, and I've played with different bands and such. That's actually how I met Brandon, was through music. So there's that, and we're gonna be rating pop artists, top 10 and bottom 10.
Nice. So
Yeah.
obviously with his background, he knows a lot about music. So we're going to get right into it. So we usually how this, what? Yeah, go ahead.
I said I'm in my car.
Oh, yeah.
I know that, but.
You can kind of tell. All right. So how this works is we go back and forth. I will start with my 10th, and then you will go, and we'll just switch back and forth.
10th, are we starting with bottom 10?
We'll start with 10. No, we'll do it the top 10 best. So we'll start with 10 and go down to 1.
And let me ask though, is 10 the best or the worst?
The worst.
Okay.
It starts 10 goes down to 1. 1's the best.
Okay.
And then when the bottom 10 is the worst. Or 1 is the worst.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just going to start it out with number 10 is going to be Ben Rector.
Okay.
I had it on there. Probably should have made it maybe a little higher. I don't listen to him that much as I used to, so I'm not sure. But he's just an all-around, unique. He has a unique piano style. I really like his songs. His songs are very good and wholesome, and he's a good, just feel good if you just sit and listen to him.
I agree. I'll say this. I'm glad you put him in your top 10. I'm slightly disappointed that he's not higher.
Okay, yeah.
I like Ben Rector, and you know what? Spoiler alert, he's going to be on my top 10. A little higher than 10.
Well, yeah, we'll get to your part and you can tell you what you like about him. But Ben Rector is on there. I probably should have, now that I'm looking at it, yes, I would have put him higher. But he did make it to the top 10, so that's a good thing.
I still respect it. I respect it.
All right, what's your top 10?
Top 10, okay. You know what? My list. Oh, dude, Brandon. Dude, I made a mistake, Brandon.
You can just go reverse.
Dude, no, I made a mistake. Let me tell you the mistake I made.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking, dude. I realized just now. So my list is on my phone, but I'm on my phone to go live. So I can't get off the app or wait. If I swipe up though, would it just? It wouldn't end the live because you got the live. So it would.
No, you're not gonna end the live. It might pause for a minute, and that's totally fine. You should be able to swipe up, and it should stay there.
Okay.
You still should be on camera. Yeah, we can try.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, go for it. He's grabbing some of his top, so he can just kind of go back and forth.
Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, all right, you're back.
All right, my number 10 is going to be Post Malone.
Really?
What do you think, Post Malone? Here's the thing.
Okay, I'm gonna hear this. I want to hear this.
I know. So first of all, one might argue that he's not really pop. I mean, it's more hip hop, I think. But
he's all over the place.
He does have some pop. I mean, he's kind of his own genre. But in my opinion, I would say the only thing I like about Post Malone is his songs and his voice. So you may disagree with that, but I like his songs, like his individual songs. There's a lot of songs I like,
Okay.
and then his singing voice. But I put him as number 2, so it's gonna get better and better from here.
Okay. I mean, I respect that. I personally can't really make an argument because I've never really, I know who he is, but I've never really listened to him. So
Yeah.
I can't really say anything. So I'll let that fly. I'll let that slide.
Okay.
Because again, he's doing country now, so it's hard to kind of figure out where he's at, like in his different career. He's like all over the place.
Yeah, he's doing some with Morgan Wallen, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's it. I did not see that coming. I thought that would be one of the bottom 10, to be honest, but I don't know.
I like Post Malone. I really do.
All right. Yeah, that's totally all right. My number 9 is going to be Ed Sheeran.
Good.
So
got anything to support that claim?
Yeah, I used to not like him.
Okay.
Really, I was just like, really, this guy. But he has some really good songs. There are a couple of his songs that I really like, and there's a lot that I don't necessarily like. But I love his acoustic guitar songs. Like some of his acoustic stuff is really creative.
I agree. You know what I'll say about Ed Sheeran is he's a really unique artist to me because he has those like very mainstream sounding pop songs, and then he's got like they're not duets. He's got like ballads, I guess, like very slow, laid back, very acoustic sounding songs.
Yeah, that's what I like about him.
The dynamic. Well, the thing is, it's like he has 2 different genres. I feel like
pretty much.
He's got like upbeat pop, and then he's got like laid back acoustics. But he's good at both.
Yeah, he's really good. Especially live. He's good at looping stuff. And
oh yeah, I've seen it.
I'd say he's a very talented musician. Like his voice maybe isn't like the greatest, but his musicianship is on point. He really knows how to play his guitar.
Oh, his voice
all that.
Great,
yeah,
though. He's a great singer.
His voice is great. With that Irish accent, who doesn't like that?
Yeah, but I've seen the live stuff you're talking about where he does the loops. It's super cool.
It is super cool. Yep. All right, go for it.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me look here. Okay, I'm gonna put Ariana Grande next.
Okay.
Yeah, I think as far as music, like as an artist as a whole, she would be a little bit lower, but her singing voice is one of the top, like 4 or 5. I mean, she's an incredible singer, so that's why I put her on the list. But this is our number 9, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the reason why I'm putting her there is because of her singing talent. Incredibly good singing.
She's a very good singer. I will give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's really not much else to say about her.
Yeah. I like some of her music. I don't listen to a lot, but I've heard, 2 or 3 or 4, and I like a lot of them. You listen to Ariana Grande?
Yeah, that's coming up on the list. I will come around to my part in a little bit.
Have you heard much of her though?
I'll get to that in a minute, but yes, I know who she is. I'll put it that way.
I know you know, but I'm just saying, like, because I know a lot of artists that I've just never listened to. So
okay, yeah, I listen to a lot of her stuff.
Okay, we'll get to
it. I'll get to that in a minute. All right, we're moving on to number 8. I think I'm going to do a switch, and I'm going to switch one because one's a little higher. That should be a little lower on the list. And like now I'm looking at this, I should have rearranged it. I'm going to put number 8. I'm going to put Haley Steinfeld.
Okay.
I really love her stuff. Like it's a personal opinion. Some people really don't like her. I really love her stuff, and I listen to her a lot. But I had her higher, but I'm going to put her down lower because she's not really.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the greatest stuff, but she does have some good songs.
I think. Okay, well, I'll say she's the only one so far that I don't have on my list.
Have you heard? You've listened to her, or you've never?
That's what I'm getting to. I think I've heard one of her songs, maybe.
Okay.
Like maybe even that. I can't recall any, so I'll have to give her some more listening time, I guess, to really be able to give you an opinion.
Yeah. Now there's some really bad songs that I'm like, if you get off on the wrong foot with her, you
Yeah.
won't ever like her again. But if you get on the right foot, she's a really good artist.
Heck yeah.
It's one of
I
those
like.
you're gonna love her or hate her type thing.
Yeah. Okay. Number 8. Is that what we're on?
Yes.
Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna put for number 8, Lady Gaga.
Okay, I've never heard her.
Have you heard of?
I know who she is. I've never heard of her, I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe I've heard of her with like Ariana Grande, like mixed or something, but I've never actually heard her as an artist.
I got you. So the reason for that is similar to Ariana Grande, in that she's just an incredible singer.
I'll give you that. I feel like I've heard her at least a couple times.
She really has a great voice. A lot of
Mhm.
dynamic, good tone, and things like that. So
Yeah, that's a good. I've heard of a lot of these people.
yeah. I think a lot of people like her more than I do. She's got some good songs, but she also has a lot of weird elements to her music that I'm not a huge fan of. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay, and here's the thing. I want to try to focus also like in this podcast specifically about their music and not as much of their as a person, because a lot of these people I haven't listened to because their person is really bad or I don't really want to follow them. So
Yeah.
we'll just try to stick to the music portion of them. But a lot of my music choices are influenced because of who they are as a person.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if you can agree with that.
On my list, there's not a lot of role models on my list.
Yeah. There shouldn't be. They should be all based on musical talent alone because it's the music. All right. I'm gonna go number 7. Did you have anything else you wanted to add to yours? Are you good? Okay.
Nah, go ahead.
Number 7 is Pentatonics.
Okay. Yeah.
I know people are like, they should have been higher. I really love their music, but I have other people I like more because they're kind of, a harmony band. So as an artist, a single artist, they made it on the list because they are incredible.
I didn't think to put them on the list because they do pop music covers, but they're an a cappella band. So it didn't pop in my head when I'm trying to think of a pop artist.
That's fair.
But they're really good. Super good.
They're amazing. I would some of the single stuff they do is crazy.
Yeah.
Like when the artists break off.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Nice. Have you heard Humphrey?
Yeah. I love them too. They're more country, so we'll have to do that later, but they're amazing.
Yeah. I've heard that's like the debate, like who's better, Humphrey or Pentatonics.
And then you have Voice Play, which is another pop harmony band that's really good that no one really talks about. And they're actually really good.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Voice Play is really good. And the Fifth Harmony is really good too. Which I didn't make it on my list.
Okay. Number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Numero 7. Let's see. I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Olivia Rodrigo for number 7.
Okay. I figured you were gonna have that in your top 10.
Yes. Let me ask you this: do you have her in your top 10?
No. I'll get to that. No. I'll get to that later.
Now she's different. Finally.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, the thing is, it's not all about her singing. I actually her music is way more creative than a lot of modern pop music. So I had to put it for that reason.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
She's kind of like Jake.
She's kind of like who?
Or she's kind of like Jake in the sense that they're unique. Yeah, they're very unique in their music styles.
I didn't put Jake, dude.
I didn't either.
What?
Okay, guys. Check him out if you haven't. If you have not heard of Jake, JVKE, he is actually really good. He didn't make it on anybody's list, but he should have been there. He's amazing.
I might have to put him last minute, make a change.
Hey, you can if you want to. I didn't think about that. He's good.
He's really good. But yeah, I think Olivia Rodrigo has some rock in her pop music, and I like that. And I like that her songs are creative, like the structure is creative rather than just super repetitive, common pop music. So
That's true. I'll give you that. She's very unique in that. All right, I'm gonna move down to number 6. I don't know. She's kind of a rare, or I guess I don't think she's as popular, but Jessica Biel is my number 6. I don't know if you have you heard of her?
no, I haven't.
Okay, she's really good. Her song lyrics are really good. She has very good thought provoking music. If you like deep lyrical music, she's really good at that. And I listen to her a lot. She's definitely made it my playlist.
Jessica who?
Jessica Biel, so Baio. Yeah. Yeah. So give her a listen if you haven't. I really check her out. She's amazing.
Is she like strictly pop or?
She's pop.
Okay.
But her lyrics are really good.
That's great.
She's a little slower, but she's really good.
Christian artist or?
Is what?
Does she write like love songs or Christian songs or what?
She's not a Christian. She's a pop artist. It's kind of
okay.
Yeah, they're more sadder songs, but they're also just like relatable. I guess relatable is the thing I'm trying to go for.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, she's really good.
Yeah. Good deal.
Right.
Okay. We'll keep moving. Number 6.
Uh-huh.
It's getting hard because to be honest, I didn't rate them from number 1 to number 10.
You just kind of wrote 10 and be like,
I wrote 10 and like now I'm trying to decipher. But I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna put Ed Sheeran right in this number 6 spot. Great singer, great musician. Yeah, great singer, great musician. I've listened to a lot of his songs and I like most of his songs for sure. He's a great performer all around. I think he's an all around good artist, and I think most people can agree on that.
I think so. You can respect his music because he actually does music instead of just have people hire for beats. Like he actually takes the time to put in his music. He can play.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Agreed.
I really like that about him. Yeah. I love the people that can actually play, what they write. Because a lot of these pop singers can just sing, and that's fine. But yeah. I appreciate when you can play too.
I do when I'm watching a band or any kind of performance, like musical performance, I want there to be musicians there. Mm-hmm. I would show up for a singer that I really love, but preferably I want to see a whole band.
Exactly.
Drummer, guitar player, pianist.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. We're getting into top 5 now.
Yeah.
The top 5. All right. Number 5, I have Caden. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I have not.
He's really good too. He's kind of a jewel that I found randomly when I was just listening to random pop music, and he's really good. Like 5 of his songs made it on my playlist, I think.
Yeah.
Which is a lot for a pop artist.
Name some of his songs. I want to see if I can.
Oh my goodness. Let me see here. I have to look at my pop playlist now.
Oh, okay.
We've got let's see, where is at the bottom of my playlist. So he's by Happy Now. He does Hey God. That one's a really good one. I guess that could qualify as a Christian song in a way. He's pop, but it's a really good song. I really like that one. And then he does You Can Go and Be With Him. I love that one. Yeah, so there's quite a few of them that made it. And if you check him out, he's really good.
I've not heard of any of those songs, but it sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Lego Cup.
Yes, a Lego Cup.
I love it.
All right. But your number 5.
Number 5. Bruno Mars.
Okay. He didn't make it on my list. I do like him though. I
like his song. Gosh, it's the one.
He has so many good songs. I'm not gonna lie.
Flowers and Held Your Hand. She did give you all my hours. Oh, When I Was Your Man. That's what it's called. Okay. I like that.
He has some big hits, dude.
He's a singer, so I'll put him up there for that reason.
He's a pretty good singer. I do like that.
Yeah. I really don't have much more to say about him because I don't listen to a lot of his music. I just think he's really good.
Yeah, there's always some pop artists where it's that one song that you just like, and
Yeah,
that's kind of what pop music is. There's so many pop artists that you only get usually the 2 or 3 songs
yeah.
that you really like.
That's how
All
I like
right.
music in a nutshell. I just find songs I like. I don't really
Exactly. When it comes
artists.
to artists, you're like, I don't know.
I mean,
I use
I have artists that I like, but I do have a lot of songs that I like
okay.
without listening to like the rest of the artists. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah, when I cleaned my dad's office or when I'm going to work, I took a new artist because it was about an hour and a half, and I would listen to all their songs. Just I'd pick an
Okay.
artist and just listen to it and then see what I thought. All genres, everything, every single type. I got educated pretty quickly.
Great idea.
But that's kind of what I do. So if I have an artist, I've listened to majority of their songs.
Yeah.
That's how I know if I like them or don't. And that's why I have a good reason.
For sure, dude. For sure.
All right. That was your number 5, right? So it's
Yeah.
number 4. I want to put Nick Jonas as number 4.
Honestly, I respect it.
He could have been higher, but I actually have other artists that I like more.
I actually have him on my list at all.
Oh yeah,
But
he's a good singer. Just on his own, he's a good singer.
He's a very good singer. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I love some of his stuff. He's amazing.
I love the song, and I don't know if you know this, but he did a song with Jake, actually.
Okay, I heard that one. I did hear that one.
That's one of my favorites ever.
It's a good blend of.
Yeah. It's in my all-time favorite songs playlist.
Mm-hmm. My favorite Nick Jonas is probably Chains, though. I love that song.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
You have to listen to it with a good sound system.
Have you listened to the new Jonas Brothers album?
I have not. I heard Nick Jonas' new album, the Spaceman one, but I haven't heard their new album.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want a recommendation, there you go. It's a good album.
Okay. Maybe I have. I don't know. How old is it? Is it like last?
Gosh, I think it's literally called The Album.
Okay, yeah. So that sounds new.
Yeah, and it was like 2023 or something or
okay, because I feel like I've heard this album. There's a comment. I've heard that album. So
that song
or that song, whatever.
Wait, you've heard which album?
Isn't that an album or is that a song? I feel like that's an album.
This Is What Forever Feels Like?
Yeah,
that's a song.
Oh, it is. Okay,
that's the song we were talking about.
Well, then, that's the one with Nick and Jake.
It's by Jake, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
He fumbled.
I fumbled for a minute. I have not actually listened to pop in a long time.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Am I supposed to give my number 4 now?
Yes. Give your number 4.
My number 4 is going to be. Oh, this is hard. I think I'm going to put Charlie Puth right here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, for anybody who's familiar with this guy, I think that kind of speaks for itself. He's incredibly talented.
Bro.
Probably the best and most talented musician we've named so far.
I think I would believe that he is so creative with his music, especially in the past couple years.
Yeah, for sure. And he's a great producer too, and engineer.
He really is. I took a recording class from him one time. It was amazing. I took a mixing music. It was so cool. He's amazing. The stuff he does in there is just, I would never get that. I don't know how he's able to. He just takes the sound and just makes a song out of it.
That's a skill that I envy for sure.
I don't know how you can write a song in 5 minutes and like it's good. It's good. Like it's good too. I'm like, I don't even know. He's amazing. All right, top 3. Here we go. My top 3. My third one is Ariana Grande. I put that way higher.
Wow.
I listen to her all the time. I love her Christmas albums. That was kind of my jam the whole Christmas. She is amazing.
I did not expect that from you, but I love it. She's a super good artist.
Like, she's one of the only female pop artists that I will blare in my car and just scream and sing. I've listened to a ton of her music. She's She's usually when I'm working out. She's usually playing in my ears.
Yeah,
She's amazing.
that's how it's done. I like. Let me. What was her latest? Do you know what her latest album was?
I think it's from the movie, like the
Oh, I know
Wicked movie.
she did
Yeah,
that.
I haven't heard the new. I don't
I've heard
think.
because my sister, both my sisters watched it, and so she was showing me some music from it. But it's
Yeah, I've
pretty
never seen it. I've never seen it. I should go watch it just for Ariana Grande, but
good. Yeah. Okay, top
Bro,
three.
yes.
Oh, sorry. Did you hear me?
Okay, you're back.
I'm back. Sorry, I cut out. My third artist is Pink.
Okay, I wondered
You know,
if that was gonna come up.
I think that she's the greatest female singer in all of pop
Oh,
music, other than maybe Ariana Grande. She's up there.
okay.
Um,
I'm gonna have to
love,
disagree with you on that one, but go ahead, finish your point.
I love her style of music too. She has a lot of rock elements in her pop music, and I love rock pop.
Okay.
There's there's a couple songs, quite a few, that I like from her. I've not listened to a lot of her stuff, but she's definitely in pop music. She's definitely one of my favorites.
Okay.
And I like her raspiness to her voice too. It's not so like plain and smooth. She's got a little something to it. I don't know.
I've actually, in my defense, I've never heard her, so I'll listen. I'll give her a listen.
Wait,
But
you've never?
I feel like no, I've never heard of her. I know who she is. I've never listened to any of her music.
Oh, okay. Wait, how can you disagree then?
Because I think I mean, without hearing her, if there's a rasp, I think Mariah Carey pretty much has that down as the best female artist.
Okay, you got to listen to one of her songs, dude, before you can judge.
Okay, I will do that. I will not say anymore. But I still think Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston are the two best female vocalists in the world.
Mariah Carey. You know what? I think.
You've never heard Mariah Carey?
I know those are super popular names. Give me like one of their most popular songs.
Well, Mariah Carey's like "All I Want for Christmas Is You," but she has way more songs. You have heard that one?
And she's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
She does that one.
Now, you have to hear some of her other songs to know that she has way more than that.
Yeah. Whitney Houston do I Will Always Love You.
She does that.
Yeah, she's super good, dude. Super good.
Oh man.
Whitney Houston is better than Mariah Carey. You know what?
I'll agree with that.
And that's my sister, by the way, for anybody watching.
I know. Whitney Houston, though.
Shout out.
She should have been in my. I guess we're doing new pop artists, but Whitney Houston, like Mariah Carey, has a certain style. Whitney Houston's just a good vocalist.
Yeah,
because Whitney Houston was just good.
Now I don't listen to either of them.
Okay.
So,
all right. Yeah. So before you say Pink is the second best, the best vocalist, listen to them first.
I mean, but I've heard both of their voices though, so I can still judge.
That is true.
I don't listen to their music, if you know what I mean.
I guess what you define a woman pop singer's voice should sound like. I guess you need to define that before we go hacking away.
Well,
because
I mean,
if you're saying she's rock, if she has a rasp, that's not really pop. Like pop has a whole bunch of different, but
it doesn't have to be anything to be pop music. Pop music is a genre of music. It's not a voice, in my opinion.
No, I agree with that.
Let me give you my now.
Okay.
Sorry, I keep cutting out. Okay, number 2 is gonna be Ben Rector.
Okay. Oh, I didn't get my number 2. Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead. What's your reasoning behind Ben Rector? Why is he so high?
Ben Rector, okay. So it might be a little biased. I might be a little biased on this because I really respect Ben Rector because of his character. So I know we're not judging by character.
I know he's a good person. That's what I love about him too. He's a great guy.
Well, he's got super positive music, so I feel like it's he's got music that's like safe to listen to and clean music. So I can listen to him just casually, and I can listen to his albums from beginning to end, and I love a lot of his albums. So I've heard a lot of his music. I think from all the artists we've mentioned thus far, I've listened to mostly Ben Rector. I've heard 2 or 3 of his albums, like all the way through, and
he's good.
4. But here's the thing about Ben Rector. He's like we were talking about Charlie Puth and Ed Sheeran. He's also a really good musician.
He is.
I think he does a lot of his. I think he plays a lot of the instruments on his albums, actually.
His piano style is really cool, which it's kind of a one of a kind. It's Ben Rector.
Yeah, got jazz to it, a lot of
exactly.
Jazz. So I think it's very unique pop music. So
I really love his country song he came out with the other day.
Yeah, You Color
Up My. Yeah, I love that one. It was a perfect mix of country and his style. It was crazy.
And his voice, another thing is he's an incredibly good singer. And I mean incredibly good. One of the best, in my opinion. And I like his voice. Like, he's talented, but I also just like the tone of his voice. And I think he's a professional at what he does in pretty much every way. So he's high. Number 2.
He is high. He should have been higher on my list. So that is one artist you need to check out, guys. If you're wondering, go check out Ben Rector.
Yeah.
Awesome person. All right, I'll go with number 2 real quick. I'm going to put Charlie Puth.
Okay.
I've listened to every single one of his albums multiple times.
Yeah.
Just his voice is just how high he can go is crazy.
Good super high.
He's kind of the king of that range for pop music. Like, it's Charlie Puth. He also kind of has his own style, like Ben Rector. You just know it's his song.
Yeah.
So we kind of already covered that, but he's on my number 2.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now.
All right. Yeah, we are gonna do number 1 now. I'm curious if John has the same one as I do. I'm just curious. This could actually happen.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Is he from the 1980s?
I mean, he could have been. I'm not exactly sure.
Is he dead now?
No.
Okay. Well then.
Okay. So we don't have to say we don't have to do. Oh man. Oh, so he picked an older pop artist.
I did, yeah.
So Elton John then probably. I'm kidding.
Well, I was thinking about that actually, because he's really good. In fact, I should have put him on this list, but you go.
Okay, my number 1. All around, I just feel like this is probably the one. If I had to pick a pop artist to listen to forever, it has variety. He has a ton of music. He's just all around clean. Is going to be Owl City. I've got to put that on there.
Okay.
Like, just judging from what I listen to the most, it's going to be Owl City. He just has so much, and it's a variety of good stuff.
I like it.
And his new album just killed it. I love that one so much.
I've heard a lot from Owl City. My favorite album he did was the something to do with orchestra. I forgot what it's called, but it had. Gosh, I mean, it had a lot of good songs. I've listened to the album all the way through several times.
That was a good album.
I like Fireflies for sure. It's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should have put Owl City on the list. I didn't think about it. He's a good artist.
I know you're really into him for a while, so it's like you might have a different like top right now, but like overall, Owl City's always stuck with me. Like ever since I started listening to pop, and then Ella has this. Yeah, that's probably my favorite song of his right now. The Tornado.
Yeah. Oh, that one's crazy, dude.
The musical talent on it. Okay, this is another thing. He's very talented musically.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. He's a super good musician and vocalist.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You're number 1.
Do it. Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay. I'll respect that. I forgot to put him on there. I do like Michael Jackson.
He's literally the king of pop. I mean, he's got to be number 1.
That's true.
I don't have a lot. I mean, other than his immense talent, I've not heard like a ton of his music, but I have heard some.
No, he's good.
I think "Beat It" is like the greatest pop song of all time, in a way,
Mm-hmm.
like from a musical standpoint.
Well, it's that phase between older pop and newer pop, so it has that older sound, which I
Yeah.
really like. Yeah, I love Michael Jackson. I love that era too, like Backstreet Boys and
Yeah,
all those.
I
Those
should have
guys.
picked it up. I definitely should have put Owl City on the list.
I know
I
Michael
should have put
Jackson's
Elton
kind of
John
really
on the
not
list.
in
I
the
mean,
time.
Elton
Like
John.
Michael Jackson's not really in the time we're doing right
Yeah.
now.
Well, that's the thing. The genre that we're covering is pop, but I looked up pop artists,
And he
and it was
comes up.
giving me all these new pop.
Yeah,
But then Michael Jackson was there, so it gave me the idea because he's,
that's true.
I mean, he's really the most famous
He'll
pop
be
artist
around
of all
forever.
time.
He'll be around forever.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into the top 10. These are, in my opinion, the ones that you could listen to, but you're probably not going to like very much if you're new to pop music. And then John will give his as well. So we'll start with you. Your 10.
My is it the least of the least or is it the best of the least?
Yeah, these are kind of like, hey, I will listen to them, or maybe I didn't like them. Like the worst, save the worst for last.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put Taylor Swift then
Okay.
because
Hold
what? Hold on, what's she saying? Oh, okay, yeah. Michael Jackson, he's up there.
Can't be racist on this channel, I guess. Got to be a black person.
Yeah, we gotta. I mean, I put plenty of blacks in my least favorites.
So.
Yeah, I'm not racist. Don't worry. No, Taylor Swift is my
yeah, she's black.
But the thing about Taylor Swift is, I actually like Taylor Swift a lot, but I'm putting her on the bad list, I guess, because I feel like, especially her modern music, I think it's very repetitive. Like all of her songs sound the same, basically.
Yes.
So everybody says that, but it's kind of true.
It is true. We'll get to that later.
I like her style. I like pop, so I don't think she's that bad.
That's kind of where I put her. She's higher up on my list, but I didn't put her at the top, like because everybody either loves her or hates her, and so I was like, I have a when we get there, I have my own take on her.
Sweet.
Because I like her too. There's some songs that I'll listen to of Taylor Swift. Like, I mean, she's not a bad. She's overrated for sure, but she's not like a bad artist or anything.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you like country or pop, then she's got it all. My favorite album, Lover, though, from 2018.
Yes. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right, my number 10. I think I'm going to get some hate from this from John. I'm just going to put number 10. I had to put Maroon 5.
You know what? I mean, hold on. That's completely.
Let me explain.
That's completely fair. No hate, actually. I don't know why you'd think I would hate that.
I knew you liked them for a while. They have a couple good songs. They have too much language in their songs for me. A lot of them do, and like just to listen to, like I'm fine with language in songs, but like there's quite a bit.
That's like you listen to Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, she has a lot of that sometimes. She doesn't really cuss in her songs, but yeah, there's other things.
She does. I mean, you have to listen to the right songs.
Everybody does it.
Songs where she cusses a lot.
And I'm not a fan of his voice. Some people.
You know what, Brandon? I think we can agree on this. Maroon 5's not the best artist. And
I would just say they're overrated in a way.
I would say they were overrated. I don't think they're super highly rated anymore. As far as
I just had mixed feelings about them. That's why I put them at number 10. It's like they're not bad, but I don't prefer to listen to them if I don't have to.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so I'm gonna move to my number 9.
All right.
So this is kind of unfair, but I put Drake.
Okay, I don't really like him, or I don't care, so I've never heard him.
The reason why I say it's unfair is because I pretty much have never heard his music. But I think maybe I have. To be honest, he gets so much hate that I just felt like I had to put him in the hate list.
Is he pop or is he more rap? Or is he?
Well,
half
he's
and
a
half?
rap hip hop pop artist.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I looked up pop artists and he was there. So
Yeah, Drake. Yeah, okay.
all right.
Everybody hates on Drake.
Let's
Yeah,
move on.
so I mean, just don't listen to him. I guess I should listen to him just to say don't listen to him.
Yeah.
But all right. Okay, this is another. I think actually John's gonna be mad about this. Maybe Ella too. But number 9, I put Olivia Rodrigo. I don't like her, to be honest.
I
She's
think
very descriptive, and I don't
no,
like that. And I don't like when girls cuss like that in a slow song. And
okay.
slow songs, fast is fine, but I just don't like that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you said yourself that we're not judging by character though.
I didn't. That has nothing to do with character. That's her music.
But the cussing is not music. That's just words.
That is true.
I guess it's fun. I mean, I guess like I can see it from both points of view though. Like it's your preferred.
It's not the language that bothers me. It's the way, because she does a lot of slow songs, and then you add that in there, you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
like fast songs are fine.
I like it, so that's fair.
There are a couple of songs I like from her. Like I like her in the or not the homeschool, the High School Musical series. Like I like when she was younger stuff, but her newer stuff, I'm just not a fan of.
Now, I don't like her latest album very much.
Mm-hmm.
And I can respect your opinion, even though I put her on the top 10 list.
Well, I knew that. That's
But the thing is like I agree to some degree, right? So,
and again, she's number 9. I listen to her. I still listen to her, but like she's she's not like at number 5. So
she's different, and I think that she's talented, but she's not my favorite like to listen to, if that makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of people like put her kind of like Taylor Swift. She could have kind of overrated in a way.
A little bit. She did skyrocket in fame really quickly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Number 8 for you.
Number 8 for me. Didn't I already do 8? No, I did 10 and 9. Okay, so number 8. Number 8, I'll put Maroon 5.
Okay. Thank goodness.
I mean, to be honest, dude, they're really not great. Like I like one or two of their songs, but they're really not the best.
All right, sweet. Okay, well, we kind of got that out of the way.
Yeah. Move on.
All right, number 8. Really, a lot of these for me are just the overrated ones. Like I'm gonna put Justin Bieber.
Okay.
His music now is kind of plain and just kind of repetitive now.
Yeah, I like some Justin Bieber, but there's
a couple from his album that I like, but he's not as good anymore.
And I'm the kind of guy that doesn't like to hate on things. So I'd rather just, I mean, let me just put it this way. I like almost everything in music, but I will say that Justin Bieber is very one-dimensional when it comes to his
He's really always had the same type of music.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 7. This is one that's also kind of unfair because I don't listen to them much, but I'm going to put One Direction.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That is interesting.
Yeah. I like
I'm not going to argue with that.
What Makes You Beautiful from the 2010s. But I think it's really the same reason why I don't like Maroon 5 and the same reason I don't like that artist we were just talking about. Who were we just talking about?
Justin Bieber?
Yeah. They feel very, very one-dimensional. Like they don't have much character to their songs.
Well, it's like when One Direction came out, it's like, oh, they have some good stuff. And then they're like, oh, it's working. Yeah. So they just keep doing the same stuff. Like that's kind of what Justin Bieber did. And then it's like, well, this gets old really fast. So I'm not sure.
I agree.
All right. My number 7, I think he's pop. I'm pretty sure he is. John Legend.
Okay. Yeah.
He's just not my style. Like he has a okay voice, but I just don't.
I've literally heard one of his songs.
Like he's really famous, but I just don't like. I'm just like, yeah, really. Like I saw him because he was on The Voice, and I was like, oh wow, because I liked all the other artists, but then I listened to him. I was like, it just doesn't. It's not really much of
Right.
anything. It's just kind of simple and stuff.
Yeah. I can't say because I've heard one of his songs, but the song I heard, I kind of liked. So he's a pretty good
Yeah,
singer.
I mean, if you like that style, I just didn't like that style. But
Okay. Number 6 now?
yes.
Getting worse and worse. Okay, I'll put Sabrina Carpenter here.
Oh, okay.
So, what do you think? Let me just ask you that. What do you think?
Okay. I have never heard her before, but
Oh wow.
so Disney's making a live action Tangled and she's going to be Rapunzel.
No.
And so I am curious to listen to her now and see what she's like. I know who she is now. And now that you said she's not your favorite, I'm kind of like, ooh, but she does look, at least she looks like Rapunzel. Like, and I know we're getting into movies here, but this is the ADHD. Like, come on now. Like, at least they did something right. At least they didn't have a black Snow White like this time. Like, that would have been terrible.
No, I think I heard that, but I forgot. And now that you're bringing it back up, I'm getting a little excited about it because I do think that she's actually going to be a pretty good casting.
I think she will be.
Her voice and her appearance. I mean,
yeah,
it fits.
She's a perfect fit. Finally.
And so anyway, as far as Sabrina Carpenter goes, her music is pretty mainstream. I mean, when you think 2020s pop, I mean that's what she is. So there's nothing really unique about it, and that's, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of unique. I don't think I should have put her this far down the list because she's okay. But my mind is super fresh on her because she's a super new artist. So if I listen to her a lot, I might get tired of it. I don't know.
And I think maybe when it comes like those songs from Tangled will kind of like make her different from mainstream. I think that's what's going to make her different. That's what I'm going to like her about her. Like when she does it.
Sure. For sure.
That's interesting. I'm going to listen to her now. I'm curious.
Yeah. Yeah. Got some good. Listen to Please, Please, Please.
Okay.
That's her hit song. And if you want the clean version, listen to the clean version.
Okay. Okay. All right, my number 6. Oh, did you do number 6 already? Or yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Meghan Trainor.
Hey. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
Really? Okay, she's a great vocalist. I do like her vocalist. I think she's a little too feminist for me to be listening to on a workout. But I love her music style. I will give her that. I love her music style. Like she adds trumpets or whatever. Like I love that. Sound.
Yeah, I like Meghan Trainor a lot. I should have put her on the top 10 list actually.
Okay.
But
I don't like her music or I don't like her songs or lyrics, but I do like her voice and music style.
Yeah. I mean, if we're judging by lyrics, most of these artists aren't that good. I mean, Ben Richter's probably the only one.
Exactly. If they're not that good, you're judging by lyrics. It's not something I prefer to listen to. I don't prefer to listen to her all the time if I don't have to.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
All right, top 5. Here we go.
All right. Am I starting it?
Yes.
Gosh, I guess Selena Gomez. She's pretty bad.
Okay.
I don't know.
Actually, my Selena Gomez for me is number 4, so I'm going to switch him up to number 5. I'm going to switch them since we're both on Selena Gomez. So go ahead and state your case.
Give you my take. I think she's talented. So I hate dissing on people. I think she's super talented. The thing that I don't like about her, I don't personally like her voice because it's so generic. I mean, it's as generic as you can get, and I like for there to be a little flair, you know, some raspiness, something other than just a smooth.
Yeah. Like that's where I put on my notes. That's where I'm going to stand is like, just listen to Camila Cabello or Ariana Grande. Like, there's nothing special about Selena Gomez.
That's
like,
way to put it. I hate to say it, but that's a great way to put it.
It's like she's good, but like, why don't you listen to something better if you had to listen to a Spanish lady sing? Like, yeah, I don't. Oh, my window's open. Dang it. Okay, so yeah, so there's where I stand on her. There's not much to say. And
Yeah.
like her music's average too. So
Okay, number 4 now.
for me,
No, number 4.
no, you just did
Right?
number 5.
Yeah, but your number 5 is also Selena Gomez, right?
Yeah, so now you're number 4. That's
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Okay, we got a couple left.
Yeah, we're close.
Did I say Katy Perry yet?
No.
Okay.
Forgot about her.
Okay, Katy Perry is gonna be number 4 then.
Yeah, she's creepy.
The way she dresses, dude, in American Idol is just so bonkers, dude.
Oh, it's just.
I know we're not judging.
Yeah, yeah, we can't judge another person, but I'm gonna make an exception this time.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, go ahead.
No, I mean, same as Selena Gomez. I just think her music's just kind of basic. That's all. It's good, but basic.
I never listened to. I think it's her. Yeah, Katy Perry. I never listened to her because I couldn't look at her albums. They were so gory, and I never listened to her. Yeah, her music out like covers. Like when you're trying to look for songs, you're like, oh. So
they're risque, you know.
Yeah, they're really bad. So I was like, I could.
That's pretty much most pop artists.
Yeah,
especially female. But
so
go ahead on number 4.
Okay, I'm gonna put Miley Cyrus. She's kind of like a Katy Perry. She ruined her voice. She used to be decent, but she's changed. She's not good anymore.
A little bit of a weird voice now. You're right.
Really, yeah, she's really bad voice. Like it's not good anymore. I just don't.
I'm not gonna hate on it too much, but
you're gonna just go to rock at that point. Don't.
Yeah, I mean it's not my favorite. I'll say that. Definitely not. I wouldn't put her in top 10.
Oh, you wouldn't. So like even worse than top 10.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't put her in my top 10 of best.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying she's that bad, but I wouldn't put her in best top 10.
That's true. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, number 3. We're getting down to the worst of the worst.
Yes. Oh, I didn't write my number 2.
Okay. Billie Eilish.
Okay, all right, here it is. Here we go.
And the reason for that, like, again, I like most of these artists somewhat, but Billie Eilish is, I mean, you made me pick 10 artists that I don't like. So,
yeah.
So these are just the best I could find, right? So I'm not saying they're actually super bad, but Billie Eilish, I think, is kind of, she's got her own style, but I just don't really love the style. We'll say that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little like depressing sounding, which to some people is the point, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Sweet.
I'm looking up this. Wait, is this it?
What you got?
Oh, am I number 3? I realized I didn't write number 2. I was like, I'm trying to find. I'm gonna put Taylor Swift at number 3.
Okay. Sweet.
And then here's my reasoning behind that. Again, she's overrated in every way. So I wasn't gonna put her at the top or the bottom because I was like,
yeah.
She had phases where it was good music, and I do recommend her in a way if you like. I like her older stuff.
Do that, yeah.
But her newer stuff is not good and very boring. And has a lot of the same lyrics.
Stuff.
What?
I said I can't judge really because I've not heard any of her newer stuff.
It's very repetitive. It comes on every once in a while, and it's like, oh, a lot of it is the same lyrics. I watched a YouTube video where they're like, oh, in the new album, there's like 3 songs that have the same lyrics, and you're like, oh man, she really scammed the people on that one.
That's hilarious. I mean, I've heard Anti-Hero, if that counts as new.
Yeah,
I think
that kind of counts. Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. I mean, she's got so much music, but I will say she's overrated because of her ridiculous fandom.
Exactly. She has a lot of big following.
Yeah. So number 2, we got Harry Styles.
Oh, okay.
Now, here's the thing. I love Harry Styles' music, and I
Mm.
love a lot of his songs. But I think that as a singer, he is actually just kind of pitchy, and that's the reason I put him here. Obviously, in his recordings, he's not going to be pitchy because they pitch correct the vocals. But from his live stuff, I feel like not very on pitch. That makes
Yeah, I would
sense.
agree with that. Yeah, I haven't heard him live, but I can kind of tell like his voice when he in his
Yeah,
albums are very, very auto-tuned
yeah.
or
I
pitch.
mean, I'm having to give a reason for putting him down there because I do like his music. But that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I'm excited for my number one least favorite.
I'm trying to okay, my number 2. I don't have one. I guess I didn't when I was typing it out, I missed a number. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. uh Can I say The Weeknd? I didn't really like The Weeknd.
Oh,
I
you
like
didn't?
I like one of their songs, but I'm just
You know
why
what?
not listen, then just listen to Bruno Mars at that point.
To be honest, I actually really like The Weeknd. I think he's got a lot of '80s like retro pop sound.
Yeah.
He's super creative. I think he's got great music. I honestly should have put him in my top 10. That's my take on The Weeknd. I actually really like him.
Okay. Yeah, we'll bring that up. So that he's not my favorite. I've listened to him and I didn't really like him, but I'm
Yeah,
not gonna.
that's fair.
I did like one of his songs, but
Was it Blinding?
Yeah, I mean that's a classic. Everybody knows that one.
Till I feel your touch. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, my number one is Doja Cat.
Oh yes, yeah.
You could argue that she's rap, I think, but I did look up pop artists and she was on the list, so I put her there. I don't listen to her much, but what I have heard is just kind of garbage, dude. It's
Dude.
really I
Dude.
mean, like that whole like I don't know that whole trend of like female rap, and not to hate on female, like girls can rap, but like the whole trend of it, it's just it's kind of trash. We'll say
Exactly. All right. Well, my number one was Billie Eilish, but we kind of already covered that. I really don't like her music. She's creepy and like I just don't. I've never really liked her music.
Yeah.
Yeah, her voice is just not very good in my opinion. But I know that's her style. But it's just kind of
yeah. I mean,
But
yeah, she's talented. I mean, and it takes a lot to sing like that. It's actually really difficult.
yeah,
But I get why you don't like it. I mean, it's not for everybody.
it's
And
not.
she's a little creepy.
Yeah, she's like an emo or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's super emo. But I don't know. I mean, she doesn't have the greatest music.
Yeah. So I'm gonna change that since we already talked about it. My number one is gonna be Beyonce. Along the same lines of Doja Cat, like, oh, her voice is just cringy.
Yeah. I don't ever listen to Beyonce, so I don't
She's
know.
a lot like that. She's like almost rap, but then it's not.
Yeah.
Like she's been in Ariana Grande's stuff, and it's just I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's that feminist drawl. It's
Yeah. There are a lot of feminists in the pop industry. Yeah, now we need to start judging them by their character. I'm just joking.
Oh, okay, we can talk about that forever. We can talk about that all the time.
No. Yeah, man.
Do you have any other thoughts? We're almost at an hour, and then we'll be done. So we have like
any other
minutes.
thoughts?
Hey, in the comments, chat what you thought of the podcast. What any artists we missed, or like while we're kind of wrapping up.
Yeah,
I want to hear some.
I want to hear it.
I want to hear maybe some of your top 10 or what would you have picked?
Hey, and check it out. Comment who you agreed with more, John or Brandon.
Yes.
I want to hear that.
Obviously, I do my research, so I'm kidding.
Yeah, I didn't do any research. I'm going strictly from like instinct.
Yeah.
Right off the top of my head. I really wasn't prepared for this at all.
But if we take away the musical talent and we judge the person by the character, I think the outcome would have been a lot different. I think it would have been a lot different.
I think that
Oh, Megan and Ella said Brandon. Yeah, let's go.
Ella said Brandon, really?
Oh no, actually, no, we don't. It's fine. You know, we don't have to. I think
What?
she
Or
meant to say
John?
Brandon. She meant to say Brandon, but
I knew she'd agree with me. Like, what?
I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to be honest, we were a lot more similar than I thought we'd be.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, like, we almost agreed on most everything. I think that
I thought you were gonna have like 10 I'd never heard of before, because you
yeah,
listen to more pop than I do. But I was
I tried to pick the most popular ones.
yeah, of the time. I think we should, if you ever want to do it again, we should do the older pop, like Michael Jackson, Backstreet Boys, like some of that older.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Those have some really good.
Yeah. What I would like to do is just top 10 music artists of all time, any genre.
Ooh.
That would be
That
fun.
gets tough. That gets really
I'm-
tough.
Well, I'm way more passionate about that because I'm not like a lot of these artists I don't even listen to super often. You know,
That's true.
if I just did of all time, I could pick a lot of artists that I really like.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for joining us on the ADHD podcast. If you now you know what pop artists to listen to and what not. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.